Today we all gathered here to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Before starting, I would like to introduce this great personality. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was an eminent freedom activist and an influential political leader. Played a dominant role in India's struggle for independence. Gandhi is known by different names such as Father of Nation, Mahatma, Bapuji. Every year, his birthday is celebrated as Gandhi Jayanti, a national holiday in India, and also observed as the International Day of Independence, or it is known as International Day of Non-Violence. Mahatma Gandhi, as he is most commonly referred to, was instrumental in liberating India from clutches of British. Okay. So his main powerful tools were satyagraha, non-violence. Several political leaders over the world include like Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, and Aung San Suu Kyi. Gandhi, apart from helping India triumph in its fight for independence against the English, also led a simple and righteous life for which he is often revered. He lived a very simple life. He was an ordinary man. The main reason why Gandhi is followed by millions, or he proved that one can become a great soul during the course of one's life should they possess the will to do so. Okay. We are going to starting with the bhajans by Anushka, Kalika, and Samruddhi from 9th standard.
रघुपति
राघव राजा पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम भज प्यारे तो सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम भज प्यारे तो सीताराम रघुपति राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
ईश्वर
अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्नति दे भगवान
ईश्वर
अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्नति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति
राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
मंदिर
मस्जिद तेरो नाम हिंदू मुस्लिम सब संतान मंदिर मस्जिद तेरो नाम हिंदू मुस्लिम सब संतान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम तुम्ही को कहते राम रहीम दर्शन दे कृष्ण करीम तुम्ही को कहते राम रहीम दर्शन दे कृष्ण करीम रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
Now I call upon Manali from 10th standard to share her views on Mahatma Gandhi.
Good morning all. On the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, I would like to say few lines on Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, more commonly known as Mahatma Gandhi, was a leader of nationalism in British-ruled India. He is lovingly called as Bapu in India. He was born on October 2nd, 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. Gandhi was one of the most important people involved in movement of independence. He was a non-violent activist. Gandhi often said that his values were simple, based upon traditional Hindu beliefs that were Satya, a way of truth, and Ahimsa, that is non-violence. At the end, I would like to recall one of his sayings: live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you want to live forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Manali. Now I would call Dhanashri from 10th
Good
standard.
morning. Good morning, all of you, respected teachers and all my dear friends. Today, I would like to share my views on Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji. Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji studied in East Center Railway Inter College in Mughal Sarai and Varanasi. He completed his graduation from the Kashi Vidyapith in 1926. He was given the title Shastri, meaning scholar, by Vidyapith as a part of his bachelor's degree award. But this title got into his name. Shastri was very much influenced by Mahatma Gandhi ji and Tilak. He got married to Lalita Devi on 16 May 1928. He became a life member of the Servant of the People Society or Lok Sevak Mandal, founded by Lala Rajpat Rai. There, he started to work for the upliftment of backward classes, and later he became the president of the society. During 1920, Shastri Ji joined the Indian independence movement, in which he participated in the non-cooperative movement. He was sent to jail for some time by the Britishers. One of the most famous inspirational story of his childhood was extraordinary courageous boy Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, who used to cross the river Ganga every day by swimming in order to avoid putting any burden of expenses in traveling to school in his poor parents. A boy was studying in Harishchandra High School, Kashi. His hometown was 8 miles away from Kashi. He used to walk all the way to school. On the way, he was required to cross river Ganga. During that period, the boatman had to be paid 2 paise to cross river by boat. That means he had to be paid 1 anna for crossing the river both ways. That is around 2 rupees for month. In those days, an amount of 2 rupees was quite substantial. The boy learned to swim instead of asking money from his parents, thinking that it might cause a burden on them to spend 2 rupees per month for his attending school. He made it a habit as to swim the school to reach the school, no matter what the season, whether summer, monsoon, winter. Once he entered the water of the river Ganga in morning of a very cold winter day. When he was in midstream, some people traveling in boat noticed him swimming and thought that a small boy was drowning. Therefore, his hands and pulled him into the boat. There was no trace of fear or anxiety on the boy's face. All people in the boat were amazed to see the boy. These extraordinary people are still alive in hearts of people after their death because of their courageous work in the society. One of the most famous sayings of Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji was, "The basic idea of government I see, it is to hold the society together so that it can develop and march towards certain goal." Happy Gandhi Jayanti to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhanashri. Now I call upon Tanashri Koshti from 10th standard to share her views.
महात्मा गांधी को कौन नहीं जानता है। उनका पूरा नाम मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी था। उनका जन्म 2 अक्टूबर 1869 पोरबंदर गुजरात में हुआ था। प्रतिवर्ष 2 अक्टूबर को उनका जन्मदिन भारत में गांधी जयंती के रूप में और पूरे विश्व में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय अहिंसा दिवस के नाम से मनाया जाता है। महात्मा गांधी जी को भारत का राष्ट्रपिता भी कहा जाता है। देश को स्वतंत्रता दिलाने में महात्मा गांधी की विशेष भूमिका रही है। गांधी जी के पिता का नाम करमचंद गांधी था, जो कि राजकोट के दीवान थे, और इनकी माता का नाम पुतलीबाई था। गांधी जी ने स्वतंत्रता के लिए हमेशा सत्य और अहिंसा का मार्ग चुना है और कई आंदोलन के लिए सत्य और अहिंसा की राह पर चलते हुए अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन करने की सीख गांधी जी को उनकी मां से मिली थी। महात्मा गांधी जी के बारे में कुछ जरूरी बातें। गांधी जी की मातृभाषा गुजराती थी। गांधी जी ने अल्फ्रेड हाई स्कूल राजकोट से पढ़ाई की थी। वो अपने माता पिता के सबसे छोटी संतान थे। उनके 2 भाई और 1 बहन थी। गांधी जी की हत्या बिरला भवन के बगीचे में हुई थी। 30 जनवरी को गांधी जी को नाथूराम गोडसे ने गोली मारकर हत्या कर दी थी। इसलिए हर वर्ष भारत में 30 जनवरी को शहीद दिवस मनाया जाता है। गांधी जी का जन्म शुक्रवार को हुआ था। भारत को स्वतंत्रता शुक्रवार को मिली थी तथा गांधी जी की हत्या भी शुक्रवार को ही हुई थी। वो ज्ञान थे, विज्ञान थे, हर देश की वो जान थे। कैसे भूलेंगे उन्हें, ऐसे वो इंसान थे। देश में राष्ट्रपिता का दर्जा प्राप्त कर चुके गांधी जी की जिंदगी एक जीवनी नहीं बल्कि एक किताब है, जिसके हर पन्ने पर ज्ञान का अपार भंडार भरा हुआ है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Tanashri. Is Kanishka Wagmare present? Okay, we'll move on to the life journey of Mahatma Gandhi, this great father of nation. I would like to call upon Rituja Uttekar to start with it.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born in the princely state of Porbandar into a Hindu merchant caste family to Karamchand Gandhi and his wife Putalabai. Gandhi's mother belonged to an affluent Pranami Vaishnav family. As a child, Gandhi was a very naughty and mischievous kid. In fact, his sister once revealed that hurting dogs by twisting their ears was among Mohandas' favorite pastime. During childhood, Gandhi befriended Sheikh Mehtab Gandhi, who was raised by a vegetarian family, started eating meat, cultivated the habit of smoking after watching his uncle smoke. Gandhi started stealing copper coins from his servants in order to buy Indian cigarettes. At the age of 15, after stealing a bit of gold from his friend Sheikh's armlet, Gandhi felt remorseful and confessed to his father about his stealing habit and vowed to him that he would never commit such mistakes again.
Early life.
Gandhi was deeply influenced by the stories of Shravana and Harishchandra that reflected the importance of truth. He realized that truth and love are among the supreme values. Mohandas married Kasturba Makhanji at the age of 13. Gandhi later went on to reveal that the marriage did not mean anything to him at that age, and that he was happy and excited only about wearing new set of clothes.
Education.
After his family moved to Rajkot, a 9-year-old Gandhi was enrolled at a local school where he studied the basics of arithmetic, history, geography, and languages. When he was 11 years old, he attended a high school in Rajkot. He lost an academic year in between because of his wedding, but later eventually completed his schooling. Gandhi was advised by a family friend, Mauji Dave Joshiji, to pursue law in London. Excited by the idea, Gandhi managed to convince his mother and wife and supported by his brother. Gandhi left to London and attended the Inner Temple and practiced law. During his stay in London, Gandhi joined a vegetarian society and was soon introduced to Bhagavad Gita. The contents of Bhagavad Gita would later have a massive influence on his life.
Gandhi in South Africa.
After returning to India, Gandhi struggled to find work as a lawyer. In 1893, Dada Abdullah, a merchant who owned a shipping business in South Africa, asked if he would be interested to serve as his cousin's lawyer. In South Africa, Gandhi gladly accepted the offer and left to South Africa, which would serve as a turning point in its political career. In South Africa, he faced racial discrimination towards black and Indian humiliation on many occasions, but made up his mind to fight for his rights. He was not allowed to sit with European passengers in the stagecoach and told to sit on a floor near the driver, then beaten when he refused. Elsewhere, he was kicked into a gutter for daring to walk near house. In another instance, thrown off a train at Pietersburg after refusing to leave the first class. He sat in the train station shivering all night, pondering if should return to India or protest for his rights. He chose to protest and was allowed to board the train. The next day, this turned him into an activist and took upon many cases that would benefit the Indian and other minorities living in South Africa. Indians were not allowed to vote or walk on footpaths as those privileges were limited strictly to the Europeans. Gandhi questioned this unfair treatment and eventually managed to establish an organization named Natal Indian Congress in 1894. After he came across an ancient Indian literature known as Thirukkural, which was originally written in Tamil and later translated into many languages. Gandhi was influenced by the idea of satyagraha, devotion to the truth, and implemented non-violent protest around 1906. After spending 21 years in South Africa, where he fought for his civil right, he had transformed into a new person and returned to India in 1915.
Gandhi and the Indian National Congress.
After his long stay in South Africa and his activism against the racist policy of the British, Gandhi had earned the reputation as a nationalist, theorist, and organizer. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, a senior leader of the Indian National Congress, invited Gandhi to join India's struggle for independence against the British rule. Gokhale thoroughly guided Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi about the prevailing political situation in India and also the social issues of the time. He then joined the Indian National Congress and before taking over the leadership in 1920, headed many agitations which he named Satyagraha.
Satyagrahas, Champaran and Kheda.
The Champaran agitation in 1917 was the first major success of Gandhi after his arrival in India. The peasants of the area were forced by the Britishers to grow indigo and were forced to sell their crops to the planters at a fixed price. The farmers turned to Gandhiji for help. Pursuing a strategy of non-violent agitation, Gandhi by surprise and was successful in getting concession from the authorities. This campaign made Gandhiji's arrival in India. Kheda Satyagraha. Farmers asked the British to relax the payment of taxes as Kheda was hit by floods in 1918. When the British denied the request, Gandhi took the case of the farmer and led the protest. He instructed them to refrain from paying revenues no matter what. Later, the British gave in and accepted to relax the revenue collection and gave its word to Vallabhbhai Patel.
After this Khilafat movement post-World War, Gandhiji has agreed to support the British during First World War. But the British failed to grant independence as promised earlier. And as a result of this, Khilafat movement was launched. Gandhi realized that Hindus and Muslims must unite to fight the British and urged both the communities to show solidarity and unity. Next is non-cooperation movement and Gandhi.
Gandhi urged his fellow countrymen to stop cooperation with the British. He believed that the British succeeded in India only because of the cooperation of the Indians. He had questioned the British not to pass the Rowlatt Act, but they did not pay any attention to his words and passed the act. Gandhiji asked everyone to start civil disobedience against the British. The British began to suppressing the movement by force and opened fire on the peaceful crowd in Delhi. The British asked Gandhiji to not enter Delhi, which he defied, as a result of which he was arrested, and this further enraged people and they rioted. He urged people to show unity and non-violence and respect for human life. On 13 April 1919, British officer Dyer ordered his force to open fire on a peaceful gathering including women and children in Amritsar's Jallianwala Bagh. As a result of this, hundreds of innocent Hindu and Sikh civilians were killed. The incident is known as Jallianwala Bagh massacre. He went on fast to death to pressure Indians to stop their rioting.
Swaraj. Is Arya present? Okay. The concept of non-cooperation became very popular and started spreading in India. Gandhi extended this movement and focused on Swaraj. He urged people to stop using British good, khadi, homespun cloth, be worn by all Indians instead of British-made textiles. Gandhi exhorted Indian men and women, rich or poor, to spend time each day spinning khadi in support of the independence movement. He also asked people to resign from government employment, quit studying in British institutions, and stop practicing in law courts, and to forsake British titles and honors. However, the violent clash of Chauri Chaura town of Uttar Pradesh in February 1922 forced Gandhiji to call off the movement all of a sudden. Gandhi was arrested on 10th March 1922. He was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment, but served only 2 years in prison. Next is Simon Commission and Salt Satyagraha. Simon Commission. During the period of 1920s, Mahatma Gandhi concentrated on resolving the conflict between the Swaraj Party and the Indian National Congress. In 1927, British had appointed Sir John Simon as the head of the new Constitutional Reform Commission, popularly known as Simon Commission. There was not even a single Indian in the commission. Agitated by this, Gandhi passed a resolution at the Calcutta Congress in December 1928, calling on the British government to grant Indian dominion status. The resolution was rejected by the British. The flag of the India was unfurled by the Indian National Congress on 31st December 1929 at its Lahore session. January 26, 1930 was celebrated as the Independence Day of India. But the British failed to recognize it, and soon they levied a tax on salt. And Salt Satyagraha was launched in March 1930 as an opposition of this move. Gandhi started the Dandi March with his followers in March going to Ahmedabad to Dandi on foot. The protest was successful and resulted in the Gandhi-Irwin Pact in March 1931. The next is negotiation over round table conference.
After Gandhian Pact, Gandhi was invited to roundtable conferences by the British. While Gandhi pressed for the Indian independence, British questioned Gandhi's motives and asked him not to speak for the entire nation. They invited many religious leaders and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to represent the untouchables. The British promised many rights to various religious groups as well as the untouchables. Fearing this movement would divide India further, Gandhi protested against this by fasting. After learning about the true intentions of the British during the second conference, he came up with another satyagraha for which he was arrested.
Quit India movement.
As the World War II progressed, Mahatma Gandhi intensified his protest for the complete independence of India. He drafted a resolution calling for the British to quit India. The Quit India movement, or the Bharat Chodo Andolan, was the most aggressive movement launched by the Indian National Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi was arrested on 9th August 1942 and was held for 2 years in the Aga Khan Palace in Pune, where he lost his secretary Mahadev Desai and his wife Kasturba. The Quit India movement came to an end by the end of 1943, when the British gave hints that complete power would be transferred to the people of India. Gandhi called off the movement, which resulted in the release of 1 lakh political prisoners.
Next, Gandhiji's views on untouchability and caste. Gandhi spoke out against untouchability. One of the major speeches he made on untouchability was at Nagpur in 1920, where he called untouchability as a great evil in Hindu society. He called it intolerable. Gandhi believed that individuals should freely intermarry whoever they want to, but no one should expect anyone to befriend them. Every individual, regardless of his or her background, stated Gandhi, has a right to choose who they welcome into their home, who they befriend and who they spend time with. In 1932, Gandhi began a new campaign to improve the lives of untouchable, whom he started referring to as Harijans, or the children of God. On 8th May 1933, Gandhi began a 21-day fast of self-purification and launched a 1-year campaign to help the Harijan movement, freedom and partition of India. Saeed Hapte.
The independence cum partition proposal offered by the British cabinet mission in 1946 was accepted by the Congress, despite being advised otherwise by Mahatma Gandhi. Sardar Patel convinced Gandhi that it was the only way to avoid civil war and reluctantly gave his consent. After independence, Gandhi focused on peace and unity. He launched his last fast unto death in Delhi and asked people to stop communal violence and emphasized that the payment of rupees 55 crores as per the Partition Council agreement be made to Pakistan. Ultimately, all political leaders conceded to these wishes and he broke his fast.
So that was the life journey of Mahatma Gandhi after this assassination of Mahatma Gandhi.
Assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. At 5:17 p.m. on 30th January 1948, Gandhiji was with his grand nieces in the garden of the former Birla House, now Gandhi Smriti, on his way to address a prayer meeting when Nathuram Godse fired 3 bullets. The inspiring life of Mahatma Gandhi came to an end. Who held Gandhi responsible for weakening India by ensuring the partition payment to Pakistan? Godse and his 2 co-conspirators, Narayan Apte, were later tried and convicted. They were executed on 15th November 1949.
The legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. Pratha. Okay. Mahatma Mahatma Gandhi's legacy. Mahatma Gandhi proposed the acceptance and practice of truth, non-violence, vegetarianism, brahmachari, that is celibacy, simplicity, and faith in God. Though he would be remembered forever as the man who fought for Indian independence, his greatest legacies are the tools he used in his fight against the British. These methods inspired several other leaders in their struggle against injustice. Gandhi in popular culture. Many movies and documentaries have been made on the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Post the independence, Gandhi's image became the mainstay of Indian paper currency. The word Mahatma is taken from the Sanskrit word Maha, means great, Atma means soul. Rabindranath Tagore is said to have accorded the title of Gandhi. Innumerable streets, roads, and localities in India are named after Mahatma Gandhi. These include MG Road in Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, Gandhi Market in Mumbai, Gandhinagar, the capital of state of Gujarat, Gandhi's birthplace. Gandhi influenced important leaders and political movements. Leaders of the civil rights movement in the United States, including Martin Luther King, James Lawson, and James Bevel, drew from the writings of Gandhi in the development of their own theories about nonviolence. King said, Christ gave us the goals and Mahatma Gandhi the tactics. King sometimes referred to Gandhi as the little brown saint. Anti-apartheid activist, President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, was inspired by Gandhi. Others include Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Now, we move on to the quotes of Mahatma Gandhi. For his literary work, he has imprinted a new newspaper known as Young India. Then he wrote the book Satyagraha about South Africa, and then the story of my experiment with truth. Now I would call Latika from 9th standard for a bhajan. Latika.
Yes, teacher. Good morning, everyone. I am Latika. Firstly, I wish you all happy Gandhi Jayanti. Now, I'm going to sing a song in Telugu of India. భారతదేశం మన జన్మ ప్రదేశం భారతఖండం ఒక అమృత భాండం నిర్మల సుర గంగా జల సంగమ క్షేత్రం రంగుల హరివిల్లులు విలసిల్లిన నిలయం భారతదేశం మన జన్మ ప్రదేశం భారతఖండం ఒక అమృత భాండం ఉత్తరాన ఉన్నతమై హిమగిరి శిఖరం దక్షిణాన నెలకొన్నది హిందూ సముద్రం తూర్పు దిశల పొంగి పొరలే గంగా సంద్రం పశ్చిమాన అనంతమై సింధు సముద్రం భారతదేశం మన జన్మ ప్రదేశం భారతఖండం ఒక అమృత భాండం. Thank you.
Thank you. In 1931, notable European physicist Albert Einstein exchanged written letters with Gandhi and called him a role model for the generation to come in a letter writing about him. Mahatma Gandhi's life achievement stands unique in political history. He has invented a completely new and humane means of the liberation war of an oppressed country and practiced it with greatest energy and devotion. The moral influence he had on the consciously thinking human being of the entire civilized world will probably be much more lasting than it seems in our time with its overestimation of brutal violent forces. Generation to come will scarce believe that such a one as this walked the earth in flesh and blood. So this was the life journey of Mahatma Gandhi. I would like to share his little views on the contemporary world, that means today's world. His ideology is a set of religious and social ideas. And Gandhian philosophy is not only simultaneously political, moral, and religious, but it is also traditional and modern, simple and complex. As the contemporary society delves on the meaning of life amidst a plethora of complex problems, it has to negotiate in their daily lives. The life of philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi offered a powerful avenue to discern on what path to tread. Gandhi offers great opportunity to negotiate the challenge of modern day society. The backdrop of materialistic culture that dominates our world, Gandhi's idea of simple living and strong faith in the power of truth and non-violence can be guiding light for our generations. Mahatma Gandhi's 5 pillars of violence, respect, understanding, acceptance, appreciation, and compassion are basic to our existence. These are simple habits, and if we all start trying to nurture these, we could make a difference in the world. By inculcating these habits, we can not only be happy ourselves, but also make others happy. The Mahatma's faith in the power of non-violence can be reflected by this quote of his. Non-violence is the first article of my faith. It is also the last article of my creed. The other quote says, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. If we want to reach real peace in this world, we should start educating children. There are a lot of things to learn from Mahatma Gandhi. We have tried to give our bit to students to learn about it. Thank you very much. Okay, Seema Miss, we are finished with the program. Rajeshri?
Okay.